Welcome to Hill of the O'Neill and Ranfurly House arts and craft videos. Usually we meet on site, but due to COVID-19 we are now doing art and craft videos online. Today we're going to make a St. Patrick's Day paper craft. This is a colourful, easy craft for kids to make, and here are the materials that you need. So you need a paper plate, some scissors, a glue stick or sellotape, some colouring pencils or markers, or you can use some paint, it's up to you, pencil or a pen and a rubber, and some string to hang up your rainbow picture, some card and some paper to cut out different shapes and things to add on. Okay, so step one is to take your paper plate and draw a line or dashed lines down the middle of your plate. And this is where you're going to cut the plate into two pieces. So you have half a plate. Your rainbow picture will be just made from one half of the plate. Once you have your plate cut in half, you can draw another arc shape or a curved shape, the rainbow line, onto the plate. And there's probably a mark already raised up on your paper plate, and this will help you draw your line. This line we're going to cut out, and again just discard that piece of paper or card, and that will leave you with your rainbow shape. And here we have the piece that is cut out. So you have your rainbow shape, and the next thing I want you to do is to colour it in like a rainbow. You can choose any colours you want, or you can make it like a proper rainbow with all of the colours, or just choose colours that you like and create lots of stripes all the way around. Now, something to remember is to turn over this rainbow piece onto the other side so that your plate is a little bit raised up from the table. Okay, so you really want to be colouring in on the back of the paper plate. Use your felt tips, your markers, or your colouring pencils, or your paint. So I have used some felt tip markers just to colour in my rainbow, and I've used lovely bright colours, and it's just great fun and nice and bright to do lots of different colours all together. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to add on this lovely pot of gold that we would have at one end of the rainbow, and then we're going to create a cloud shape. And we're going to put our little message of Happy St. Patrick's Day in there as well. So what we need next is a piece of card, and we're going to draw out a little pot shape and a cloud shape. On a big piece of card, or whatever card or paper you have, I have drawn out then a pot shape that I'm going to put at one end of the rainbow. And I've drawn a cloud shape that I'm going to cut out and put on the other end of the rainbow. And I've just drawn these with my pencil, and if you need a rubber, you can use that. Don't worry about any of those extra lines, because we're going to maybe colour those in with markers or paint as well. So just some type of a pot shape to hold all our gold coins. And then a cloud. Maybe look outside and see what shapes of clouds that you can copy. Okay, so I've cut out the pot and the cloud shape, and you may find that you need to cut them a little bit smaller just to make sure that they're in the same sort of scale as to your rainbow, okay, because you don't want them to be absolutely huge, but you don't want them to be very small either. So now that we've got them cut out, the next thing I'm going to do is just add a little bit of colour, maybe with a black marker pen, to my pot. And I'm going to write on Happy St. Patrick's Day onto my cloud. If you want to give it to someone, you could write their name on it as well. Or you could just write your own name. Or you could maybe write Happy St. Patrick's Day onto the pot, or even across your rainbow as well. So there's lots of different things that you could do to this. So the next step then, after you've coloured in a little bit of your pot, and that you've written your St. Patrick's Day message, I have just put these onto the rainbow with a little bit of glue. You could use sellotape as well if that's all you've got. And the next thing then we have to do is add some gold to our pot. Now, if you've got any yellow paper, yellow card, or even just yellow paint, or yellow markers, or buttons, or little pom-poms, any crafty bits that you might have sitting about, then that's what we can use to create our gold. So you've got to cut out some coin shapes out of card, or stick on some buttons, whatever you have got to hand. And that will create your gold that's filled in the pot at the end of the rainbow. So here you can see I've added lots of little pieces of gold with buttons, with tissue paper, little pom-poms, pieces of card coloured in yellow with my felt tips. So whatever you have, create some gold to sit inside your pot over the top as if it's falling down and arranged around the bottom as well. So the only thing that is left to do is to add some string to the top of our rainbow so that we can hang it up. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. You could just stick it up with a bit of blue tack perhaps to a window. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to push a little hole through the top of the rainbow with a pencil and thread through some thread. So I've added some green thread through the top of the paper plate rainbow just by pushing a hole through with a sharp pencil and then threading the string or the thread through that hole. So yes, if you don't have any coloured string, use some ordinary string or just anything that you can find, ribbon. And again, if you don't want to do that, just put some blue tack on the back. So here we have the finished pieces, and I hope you have enjoyed making this easy craft, and that just leaves me to wish you all a happy St. Patrick's Day.